Hello internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay or Lijo, and today INTJs, I'm talking to you and why it's okay to change your plan. If you'd like to talk to me about this subject or anything related to your own type journey, you can book a video session with me below on Snug. Here we go. All right, so classic chess analogy with the INTJ. Our lives are very much about the trajectory of getting to checkmate. The checkmate exists in some sort of category that we've defined. It could be a short-term checkmate, it could be a long-term checkmate, but that is what we are driving towards. Now, when you're focused on checkmate, you're not just in the middle of the game just deciding to switch up your approach because, what the heck? And you're not getting up from the table, likely, and just deciding not to play chess anymore. You're probably not going over to your neighbor's house when they invite you for drinks. No, you're playing chess and you're hopefully winning. Thinking back, especially to my younger self, if I had a set kind of trajectory for that week, I would live and I would die by it. I always had a very tight map of how I wanted to spend my time within kind of like a rolling 2-week window. And that rolling 2-week window would attribute to short-term checkmates and of course the long-term checkmates as well. And I would always stick with my perfectly orchestrated plan because switching things up would incorporate extroverted sensing, and that would inevitably cause some kind of chaos, and I simply didn't want to deal with it. I mean, I've told you guys before, I am the laziest, non-lazy person ever, and I don't want to spend any more energy than I have to in any given moment. I've already determined the best use of my energy. So switching that around is going to require at least more mental processing energy and then more physical processing energy, doing energy. And it's just a lot, And one thing we can say about INTJs is once we've locked onto that target, that checkmate, we are extremely consistent with our momentum, whether that's mental or physical momentum in that direction. And that being said, if you're an INTJ, especially a younger INTJ, these are some things you probably need to hear. You're allowed to change your direction for the day, that moment, for the week, for the month, or longer. You're allowed to just quit something before you reach the end of it. And even though you're locked into this thing that you know you need to do today because of this, and this reason, TE reasons, don't even get me started. Yes, though you're going to do it, guess what? You can just as easily not do it. You can do something else. You can incorporate some extroverted sensing. You can incorporate some variety in your sensory world. And do you know what? It's not that bad. And one of the most valuable lessons I've been teaching myself this year is that I don't have to finish the chess game. I don't even have to sit down and play it. I can do it tomorrow, or I can do it next week. And because as INTJs, we're so darn focused on how time works within the timeline of our lives, trust me, we've already made up for that difference somewhere else. We're already gonna have some buffer time somewhere else that we can use, that if we really need to do that thing, we'll surely be able to pull it off. But oftentimes it isn't even that big of a deal, and putting it off really isn't going to harm you or anyone else. And building my own version of flexibility, change, variety in the sensory in a way that works for me has actually allowed me to take some things that I was taking too seriously in life a little bit less seriously, and that feels great, and have some unexpected fun along that journey. Now we're getting weird, we're talking about fun. And the best part is, and to kind of set you at ease a little bit, because NI is set on the trajectory, you will be back at it in no time, and you will hardly realize that you took some time for some SE, for something else. You'll hardly realize it. Hardly. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it helped you to gain some perspective on, even though as an INTJ, or maybe an INTJ, even though they are very driven and focused in on the target, on the trajectory, that it is okay. You are allowed to break it up with some extroverted sensing. You're allowed to change your trajectory in your thought process for that day, and you're gonna be okay. And let the potential good things come in by giving them some space to, some time to, and have a little bit of unplanned time. So I will see you guys in my next video. Till next time, goodbye, internet friends.